What is going on, fitness coaches? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives, Make Money on the Trainer podcast. It's your boy, Brian Mark. I'm fucking back, baby. I'm back in Kelowna. I feel fucking great. I'm excited to get back to work. I'm excited to talk to my clients. This is Podchats. For those of you guys that have been listening to the podcast and you're like, yo, where's B Mark? B Mark was taking his grandma to a trip to Newfoundland, which was super cool. Her first time ever on a plane, and I got to give her business class. It was fucking sick. And we're back at home. We just arrived this morning, and in typical B Mark fashion, we're back at work right away. Let's have some fun, shall we? Before I get into it, I just want to remind you guys, if you're in the 10K Mastermind and you have not gotten your ticket to the fucking event, are you like baked? Are you allergic to money? Is it that is it that because you like me better when I had a beard? I don't know what it is, but I'm telling y'all, okay, get a fucking ticket. I'm dropping the link in the chat box. Get a ticket to the event. If you are in PT domination, you're not at the event. You must be allergic to money, baked, or crazy. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, so get a fucking ticket. What's up, Ronnie?
Hey, not much. Life is good. Things are good. Yeah, no, we're good. We're back. I feel like the last 6 weeks have just been a lot mentally, and I'm just like I'm in a good place now. So that's my win is that life is good. Okay, so real quick, get to the point here. If you were in my shoes, okay, I'm just gonna give you a very quick thing, and you just kind of let me know. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I want to do, but I would like to hear your opinion. So last month, I kind of did a last minute, 6 week program thing. Cause I
Mhm.
think I was telling you, I was talking to Sam about it and whatever. And I wanted it to be done before I go to my trip to Ontario because I'm going to be there for a couple weeks. So I wanted it to end before then. So I did it kind of rushed. And it was like, I feel like I did a lot of ask. I didn't get quite as many people as I wanted to. But again, I'm celebrating the fact that I still got 10, 11 people in. And like I said, I just mentally was like, I just had a lot of personal shit going on last month, but I did it. Clients are loving it. It's going great, so it's fine. But anyways, lots of asks last month and whatever. And then another thing, a few ideas that Sam had ran past me. So I don't obviously want to do all of them, but one was a Mother's Day flash sale or a summer promotion. Because I was thinking the summer promo would be a good way to sell people in after the summer program to keep them going.
Mhm.
Because obviously people are doing a 6 week summer program and then they're like, okay, well, I'm just going to leave for the summer. So I figured it'd make it easier to sell them. But yeah, so going back and forth between Mother's Day flash sale or doing a summer promo. But again, I was talking to Kenny about it yesterday and I feel like, again, I was doing a lot of asks. So I'm trying to deliver as much value as I can and get people on calls and do all these things. But I don't want to not my leads to dry up. I still want to make people know, I don't know if that makes sense,
Mhm.
but so I have all these ideas kind of going around, but I don't want to dry out my lead pool because I feel like I kind of did a lot over the last couple weeks.
Well, the good news is that you can never drop your lead pool as long as you have boosted posts going. That's one thing because your audience will always be growing. That's my first thing. Second thing is I don't think there's anything wrong with always asking as long as you're always giving. And so, if you notice that you asked more last month than this month in your content, just make sure that you're over giving. For me, what that means is that I want to make sure that if I'm asking a lot, I'm making sure that I'm going live 5 times a week, that I'm delivering value on live streams, that when I'm doing my content, I'm really intentional on making sure that it's actually going to give people value. So I don't think there's a problem with asking a lot as long as you're just always giving more than you're asking. So it's not like you have to choose Mother's Day flash sale or do a summer promo. I think you can do both. It's just a commitment to give as much as you're asking.
Yeah. Okay.
Doesn't have to be one or the other. It can be both.
Yeah, and I feel like I have been making my I've been really like I said, obviously content mastery, really working on making sure my content is valuable for my avatar and really amping that up. So I do feel like I'm giving a lot. And I do post probably 10, I would say 11 to 14 times a week right now. So really kind of focusing on that. But okay, so yeah. And then I think okay, that's basically it. But yeah, okay, so my next question is kind of a theme of my life is you've told me multiple times self-care and it's not working harder, it's being better while you do the work and all these things. And then listening to your live or something, I don't know. I'm listening to you basically every day in some form. So I don't always remember where it came from. But you were talking about how this phase, it's about prioritizing your health and well-being. And I realized that since I started my business, I've proved that I can work really fucking hard and do all these things, but also working really fucking hard isn't getting me to where I want to be consistently. So I'm trying to balance that place of prioritizing my own health, well-being and rest more, but I'm still in the grind phase. So is that just I don't know. Is it not that is it possible, but it's I don't want to ease off, but I also know that I don't want to I was noticing that I was literally just saying to somebody else how much I'm sick all the time and all these things. And it's I literally work out, eat healthy and do all these things and my body still hates me. So it's you know, I don't know.
Mhm. What are your goals outside of your business?
Okay.
The reason I'm asking is because like you're preaching to the choir. Like
Yeah.
I just finished up a run just now, just before I got on this call, because like I want to be athletic. Like it's really important to me to be athletic because I'm like I don't want to be a 33-year-old man that can't run around and play football and fucking do fun shit.
Yeah.
So what are your goals? Like you have a goal that you're working towards with your business, which is why you're working so hard. So like
Yeah.
what are your goals? Like personal goals that you actually are excited about? Is there like a run you can sign up for? Is there a 5K you can do? Is there like something that's going to get you going?
No, that's a good point because yeah, I'm not really I don't know. I'm not really as like excited. I did do like a mini cut just to do it, but that's it. I was
Doesn't sound very exciting to me. You don't sound very excited about that.
no. Actually, what's hilarious is Matt, like Orlando just messaged me and asked if I signed up for the golf tournament. So I didn't, but maybe him and I'll join. So that's something because I did say I do want to like try to get better at golf this
There we
year.
go.
So
There we go. Spend some
okay.
fucking time doing some things you want to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's like at the end of the day, the work is still getting it done, but it's just the state that you're getting the work done from. Are you doing it from a stressed out, holy fuck, I got another call state? Or are you doing it from like, fuck, life is good state? Two different states.
Yeah.
And
No,
like you can go there mentally, but like feeling it is a different thing, you know?
yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay. All right. Perfect. That's all I got for you today. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm glad to see you happy and I hope you have the best day of your entire life.
Thank you. You too.
Bye. Maximus. Hello, sir.
All right, bro. Let me start walking. So, win for me, shit, man. Life is just good. I'm just happy, just feeling a lot more at peace with things, but also a little agitated at the moment. Not in like a bad way, but it's like this kind of leads to my question. I was talking to Kenny about this a little bit yesterday, and I'll tell you what he told me to do, but I'm just curious your opinion. It just feels like I'm just like treading, like I'm just spinning the wheels. This is the hardest I've ever worked. Obviously, I'm not expecting like tomorrow. It's just gonna be like, and that's like not what I'm asking for. It's just like I just feel like the return to work ratio now compared to what it was even a couple months ago is just like so different. And it feels like things are going right, things are going good, but like the income isn't growing as much. I mean, followers are, but it's like, I don't know. His response was figuring out my opener to get more conversations. We kind of talked about that at the mansion a little bit. So I tried a new one today, absolutely flopped. So I'm going to try it again tomorrow. But it's like, dude, I don't know, like, what more can I be doing?
What did Kenny say?
Kenny was because he was just asking me. Well, he told me to do what you told him to do was to double my output. So it's like I'm sending 80 DMs, response rate, new DMs, I should say, response rates between 14 to 17%. And yeah, so that's obviously not great. But he was like, just double it, just double your output. So I doubled it. I've gotten like 3 responses today. Trying an opener that he suggested. I've ripped through so many different ones, talked through all of them with him. He gave me a suggestion, so I tried that today. Obviously, I realized one day is not enough to collect data, so I'm gonna keep rocking it. But yeah, that's his was just double the output, but it's like I don't even know like what to double besides DM.
How much content are you doing?
2 a day, and I'm still trying to. I don't want to go more. I'd
I
like
don't
to get
think
to three at
I,
some
I don't think you should go more. But like how much time do you spend on your content a day?
a day. It's usually been my kill the frog in the morning. So I would say between like an hour and a half to 2 hours of like scripting and like just watching other people's stuff and trying to figure all that out. But Kenny said to cut that down because my account's growing and do more outreach at that point. That should be my kill the frog. But
Are you, so I just want to caveat because like your account's growing, but like the amount of inbound leads that you have are not growing, correct?
correct.
So like still keep doing what you're doing. But like when I say double the output, it's like, are you confident that every single piece of content that you put out is getting better?
I'd say most of it, the recipe stuff has probably been what I've been focusing on a little bit more because those seem to do better.
Yeah.
The gym ones, I don't know. Those used to do good, now they're really not. So I'm trying to figure that out.
Mhm.
And I've been doing more like posting like testimonial videos and trying some opinions. So those are just really new that I mean like testimonials isn't like gonna go viral, obviously, but the opinions is something I'm like playing around with as a new pillar.
Mhm. And like out of the last, like we're talking 15 videos on your page, how many of them have social proof in them?
Let me count quick, including myself talking about my story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like 5 or 6 in the last.
5 or 6 out of 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. So double your output for me means that like now that you've got the audience and your audience is growing, like some of these videos, are you boosting any of these, bro?
I have my follower ad boosted, which I was going to ask you. The click ratio is like $1.24 like per profile click. I don't know. I can't remember what your metric was on that, but
Dollar
the
per
only ones
follower.
$1 per follower. Okay, so I've spent $79 and got 64, so it's not doing great then.
That's not bad.
Okay.
Around a dollar
Uh,
per follower.
okay, yeah. So I got that one at 10 a day, and then I've had this one cooking for a minute. It's just like a lat pull down video talking about like losing the love handles, and I've just had that for 10 a day, and I've got like 2.5K from that probably over the last I don't know couple months. That I just let that run in the background.
Now, is that bringing in people that are actually excited about fitness coaching, or is it not bringing in ideal clients?
It's after that egg video, I don't even know how to tell who's who or like where people are coming from because that just was a huge influx.
Mhm.
And those people were like fucking everyone under the sun kind of deal.
Okay. So like here's what you've done. Okay. So you've solved the first problem, which is that you don't have enough leads. And now the next problem that you need to solve is you need to qualify your leads better. And so to qualify your leads better, there's two different approaches you can take. Number one is to like outreach to every single person that's following you. Or number two, like I think you still should do that, but this like the main focus for you is creating content that gets people to engage with you, creating content that gets people to reach out, creating content that is like social proof based content, creating content that's like storytelling where people want to reach out to you. So like the only thing that I'd be focusing on if I were you is like figuring out how to get more people inbound leads. Because now that you've got the traffic on your page, you just need to figure out what they want. Like what sort of resources do they want? What sort of CTAs would they respond to? What sort of things can you give them that they would be excited about? And the only way you're going to do that is by testing and experimenting.
Yeah, okay. I feel because that's what I've been trying to figure out. It's like the stories haven't really gotten that much better since our other conversation. I've been trying different resources, but yeah, it's just like I just gotta just figure out something that lands because like I have like no data to like run off of like CTAs. Like
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had like very many successful ones. So it's just like I'm just like trying new shit all the time.
Mm-hmm. So like any level of success that you get with the CTA, you need to figure out what worked about that and then double down on that. That would be the
Okay.
thing that I'd be focusing on if I were you.
Okay, like stories up with like a poll saying you want me to shoot this your way kind of deal.
Stories, reels, posts, carousels. Your only intention should be getting people to reach out to you.
Okay.
That's your goal for the next 2 to 4 weeks. And do not take your eye off the ball until that problem's solved.
Roger that, brother.
Cool.
Appreciate it, man.
Love you a long time. Peace. Yo, D, what's up?
What's good, man? How you doing?
Doing fucking great. How are you?
Oh yeah, best day of my life, bro. So a win for me is one, I got recurring clients coming in, which is awesome. But last month, and I'm not gonna say this month because still the beginning of the month, but last month was definitely a lot lower than what I wanted with my business in terms of income wise. And I don't know. I'm just kind of going off of max. I just kind of feel like at this point too, like I'm spinning my wheels and I'm not seeing the output that I necessarily want. Been trying to work, keeping up with my mindset, keeping myself in a good place, good state of mind. But yeah, I'm not sure what is missing, you know?
Tell me about your marketing calendar.
So honestly, just each month I just run a challenge. So last month I ran a 4-day challenge, April 8th, and then this week I'm not running it yet, but I'm filling it up for a 14-day challenge next week.
Okay. What was your income last month?
4.8.
Okay. And was that like because you had a lack of calls on your calendar? Was it a lack of people closing on calls? Like what was it?
No, well, so last month I had a total of 18 calls. Not all of them showed up. I had 14 show up. I had 7 that signed up. One of those signups he put down a deposit and said he's gonna come back after May 6th. So next or this week to next week. But a lot of those signups, like they're not, some of them were either my full coaching program, which is like 397, or I hooked one of my clients up because he's been with me for almost like 3 to 4 years. So I did him a discount on 297. Some were broken up into split payments of like 250. So it's not like all of them were 397, if that makes sense. And yeah.
Because like last month was pretty decent. That's like 5 calls per week, every week. And you're like 4 of them show up and then you close 3 of them. Well, you close 2 of them. Like that's not bad. So like what's the solution? How do you grow your business beyond that? You get more calls on your calendar.
Yeah.
Well, how do you get more calls on your calendar? How much are you spending on boosted posts per day?
I'll run one maybe like once every other week. So I ran 2 last month and it was $50 for each boosted post.
Yeah, so $100. So you spend $100, and then what I see is you're doing organic content, and then you're spending maybe $100 a month on boosted posts, which might bring you 100 followers, which is 100 conversations. Out of 100 conversations, you might book, 2 or 3 calls, and you might close one of those clients. But like, if you have a fucking formula that's working, why would you not add more money to it? Like, bro, like when you see clients like Marine Magka, who just hit $118,000 in the Millionaire Mastermind, or Lauren and Dylan, who are making $97,000 a month. When you see clients like that are spending probably $10,000 to $30,000 a month on ads. But it's like we're not spending enough money. And so if you're spending enough money and your audience isn't growing, you're just speaking to the same people over and over again.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
like that's the entire purpose of a boosted post is like once you have a play that works, you just literally run that fucking play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 50 to 100 followers a day times like 30 days is 3,000 followers. That's 3,000 conversations. Out of 3,000 conversations, you're going to book 10, 15, 20 calls.
Yeah.
Plus what you're doing organically right now.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
spend more money.
Yeah. And, I'm just going to be completely honest. There's no other way to like fix it than just speaking about it honestly. Like, just definitely been a lot in financial scarcity to want to put more money towards it. But I also know that not putting money towards it is going to cause even more, scarcity. So I forced myself this past week to boost a post because I know that like it's just not helping if I don't do anything.
Bro, it's $50. What do you mean? Fuck, what are you talking about? Okay, give me a fucking, how long have you been in business?
Almost 3.5 years, 4 years.
3 years. Okay, let's give me an average amount of money that you make per month.
I would say an average is 5 to 6K.
Okay, so we'll do 5,000 times fucking 12. That's 1 year times 3. You made $180,000 with your online fitness business. Is that accurate? Is that what your Stripe says? Something like that?
I would have to go back and double check.
Okay, so go tell me how much money you made with your Stripe, and then tell me why you can't spend 50 fucking bucks on a fucking boosted post. All right. This is the thing. Okay. You scared money don't make money. All right. That's how it fucking works. All of you guys are here because you invested. So why would you not invest more to get to the next level? The reason you're in this fucking program, the reason that you're even making 5 to 6K a month is because you had the fucking kahunas to invest. And this investment is investing in fucking getting you more followers so you get more conversations that you can have. No fucking brainer.
Yeah.
More followers, more conversations, more sales opportunities, more clients. If any of your numbers sucked, like your show up rate was bad or your closing rate was bad, I wouldn't tell you to do this. But all of your numbers are good. And so if you're in the Millionaire Mastermind and I hear numbers like yours, I'm like, spend more money. You need more leads or double or triple what you're doing with content. Because there's only 2 ways to grow on social media. You either post more content or you spend more on ads. Those are the 2 options. There's no other fucking secrets. You either post more content or you spend more on ads. So if you don't want to spend money, that's fine. Post more content. That's it. But for me, I'm like, why not do both? That's why I post 6 times a day and I spend 3 to 5 grand a day on ads. Why not do both?
Yeah.
And I'm not asking you to spend 3 to 5 grand a day, but like fucking $20 to $30 a day, 100% you should be spending that.
20, 30 a day?
Yes. That's minimum. 20 to 30 a day. Let's say you get fucking 50 cents to $1 per follower. That's $30 a day. 30 times, that's 1,500 conversations. That's 1,500 new followers you're going to get. Out of 1,500 new followers, on average, if you have a boosted post that's bringing you in targeted followers, it's going to take you 50 conversations to book 1 call. So out of 1,500 followers, you should get between 20 and 30 sales calls booked out of that. 20 to 30 sales calls, you'll get about 60 to 70% of those calls show up. So you'll get about 10 to 15 sales calls. Out of 10 to 15 sales calls, you're going to close probably 30 to 50% of them because you're good. That's 7 to 8 new clients. You should be running the fuck out of that play.
Makes sense.
That is all I have to say to you, sir.
Yeah.
Spend some money on ads. What else are you going to spend it on? DoorDash? Tell me how much money you spent on DoorDash this month.
I don't have DoorDash.
Okay. What else are you spending money on?
Probably the biggest thing is trips, like plane tickets.
Why the fuck are you going on trips when you could be spending that fucking money on ads so you can be richer so you can make more money?
I know.
Stop going on fucking trips.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Stop going on fucking trips. Okay? Fucking spend money on ads.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll do.
It's buckle
All right,
down
all right,
season.
I got
It's
it.
buckle down season. Buckle the fuck down and make some more money.
Bet.
I want to
Bet.
get a message from you in 30 days that you just hit 10K. Buckle the fuck down.
All right. Say
You've
less.
been in this program for way too fucking long to not be making $10,000 a month. Go make some fucking money.
I know, man.
Go
I
make
know.
some fucking money. Fuck your trips.
All right. Fair enough. All right, bro.
Okay. This is buckle down season. Let's buckle down. All right, bet. Hey, D, go fucking post in the group. It's buckle down season. Look, okay. Hey, wait. Segun, fucking no, we're not done yet. Segun, unmute yourself.
You said what?
No, we're not fucking done. Segun, unmute yourself.
Yo, what's
Can
up?
you fucking say what you just said in the chat, please?
No, yeah, I mean, I 100% agree with Brian. Like, I was able to make some good content that did well organically as well too, and decided to just honestly put in a little bit more money after seeing my numbers. And this week, I barely have time because I booked a lot of sales calls. So
How many sales calls do you generate this week?
15, and honestly, that's probably wrong. It's probably more, to be honest.
How much are you spending on ads right now?
So I upped it honestly to $50 per day.
That's what I'm fucking talking about, bruh. That's what I'm
Yeah.
fucking talking about.
So yeah, I mean, it's scary for sure, but I closed one person, already made back 3 times what I put in. So
Thank you, sir. You're a fucking king. Thank you for sharing that.
yeah, so definitely, Yeah, that's the only way. No, I mean, not only way, but it definitely helps on top of the content as well too. So
Thank you, King. I fucking appreciate
yeah,
it. Congratulations. That's dope as fuck. I wish I was recording that. Fuck.
of course, of course,
Got you, bro. Let's go.
of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. I just gotta do it. I just gotta do
It's
it.
called Buckle Down Season, D. I want you to post that on the group. It's
All
Buckle Down
right,
Season. It's Big Boy Season. Time to
all
step
right.
it
Let's
up.
get it. All right, appreciate it, bro.
Bet. Marilyn, what's up? Marilyn Molina.
Oh, do you hear me?
I sure as fuck do. How are you? How's pregnant life? I'm gonna ask
It's
you every
good.
time because I'm hanging out with Kirsten all day, every day too. So,
I know. I see her videos all the time. Quick question for you. Did you receive a message about my husband joining the CLA?
maybe is it on Facebook?
Facebook and IG. I just wanted to make sure that you saw it.
I will fucking take a look after this. Send me like bump it up to the top of my Facebook inbox, please.
Facebook or IG?
Either one.
Okay.
Right after this.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay, so my question is about the Mother's Day giveaway. So I just posted it this morning and it's going well. It's my first time doing it, so I was a little nervous about that. And so a lot of the people that entered the giveaway were people that were in my challenges. And I've also had calls with them. Some of them, like, I think I've done challenges consistently for a whole year. So maybe like since a year ago. And I had that call with them, right? And so if they don't get to win the giveaway, I think they already kind of know that I'm going to pitch them in that call. What are your thoughts on that? Because it's a lot of people from the past challenges that are entering.
Mm-hmm. So what I would do is you can't make the same offer to them because if you make the same offer to them, they're going to know what the fuck you're up to. You have to make a different offer. And so if you've offered them like 25% off or something before, then this time when you make the offer, you're like, hey, what's going on, Marilyn? Hope you're having a great day. So I just wanted to let you know that I did announce the winner of the giveaway. Unfortunately, it wasn't you, but I did love the fact that you entered the giveaway. And I love XYZ about your goals. And I know we've already talked about your fitness goals. So what I want to do is actually want to give you a $500 gift card to join any one of my coaching programs. If that sounds good to you, just drop a hell yes in the chat and we'll get you all set up. Then they drop hell yes. Then you get them on a call. And then you're going to do like a $500 discount on whatever price that you offered them. So you're going to give them a gift voucher to join your coaching program, and it's for a paid in full.
Oh, okay, I love that. Okay,
Got it.
yeah, because I've never done that, so that would be good.
Yep. Got to change the.
Okay.
It's the same fucking present. It's just a different wrapper. That's what marketing is. Same present, different wrapper.
Perfect. So that was one of the questions I had. And then now the other one is I've had 3 calls this week, and they were with leads that I've been talking to since like months, but they've just been flaky. Like they'll just won't respond to me and they'll like raise their hand and then I'll do the follow up and then they don't respond. It's just been like going back and forth. And I finally got them on the phone and that same character, I feel like it showed up in the call. And they told me they were going to get back to me. They didn't want to put down a deposit. They were going to talk to their husband. And so I didn't close them. But like, I don't really get, it was 3 calls in a row. And usually I'm closing like every other call. So I just felt like it was probably the leads. And so I just wanted to ask you that, like, when I know like people are kind of flaky, I just feel like that same character is going to show up in,
Agreed.
the call or the program. And it's just like, so how do I address that?
So here's what I do is I will 2 things. Number 1, like that is an indication of a shitty client right away. If somebody's, taking really long time to get back to you, or they're really flaky, or they booked a call and then they canceled, then they rescheduled and they canceled, like that is just a character trait that they have. There's 2 things. Number 1 is if they're having a hard time booking because they're flaky, I'll call it the fuck out in the DMs, because if I don't, then they're just going to continue to act like that. And then when they join my program, they're going to act like that. And they're going to get mad at me because they're not fucking getting results. So I'll say something like, yo, Marilyn, I know me and you've been going back and forth over this for the last 6 months now. And you say you really want to, grow your online fitness business. You say this is really important to you, but every single time we go to book a call, you end up flaking out on me. I got to be honest with you. Unless we book a call soon, I'm just not interested in doing it because I don't want to chase you down for your goals. And I want to know that you're actually going to follow through on some of the stuff that I'll ask you to do if I'm going to help you grow your online fitness business. So I'm going to send through my calendar link. Go ahead and book in now. Send me a screenshot once you're all done and show me that you're serious. So I'll act like that in the DMs if they're being flaky to book a call with me. And this is like if I've tried to book and blah, 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 they're being ghosting. Like I'm not going to do that for a new prospect or somebody that's like new to my audience. I'm not going to be that direct. But if like we've been doing the song and dance for like a couple weeks or a month, like I will say something like that. Then if I do end up getting somebody like that on the call, I will call it out almost immediately to start the call. And I'll like, once I do the pre-frame, I'll be like, okay, so first things first, Marilyn, is I just want to be honest with you because I care about you and I want you to win. It took us a long time for us to book this call. Do you find yourself, one of the things that I look for in clients is like clients that are willing to execute, follow directions and are super coachable. And I noticed that because it took so long for us to book the call, I just don't want, us to work together and then me to have to chase you down in order to do some of the stuff that I'm going to ask you to do. So like, is this something that's really important to you right now? Or is this something that's not very important to you right now? I'll just call out their behavior.
Call to set the framework.
Yep. I said the frame right away.
Yeah, because even like in the calls, like this girl was like, yeah, I like tried and then I give up, and then it's like, okay, I can see this, like this is like who you are basically, and like I was like, I don't know if I really want you in my program because I already know what type of client you will be.
If somebody says something like that to me, I'm going to be like, cool, are you willing to continue that pattern of behavior and fail over and over again? Or do you actually want to make a change? Because I'm not going to
I
be,
just need to call them out.
yeah, I'm
I
not
need
going
to be better at that.
yeah, I'm not going to be somebody that enables your failure. And so that's not going to be me. So if you work with me, I'm not going to let you fail. So are you willing to actually try? Or are you just going to give up because it's quote unquote hard again? I'd rather you not like me on the call and then I tell you the truth than me to say what I need to say to get you into the program. And then you're a shitty client and then you blame me because you failed.
Yeah. Because when she said that, I was just like, I asked her, I was like, what do you mind? Like, why is it that you're not, you continue to have these patterns? Are you like, is there a fear of failure? And she's like, yeah, there's, I always feel like, what if it doesn't work? Or like, if I fail? And I shared my story and I'm like, can I be honest with you? You are going to fail. And that's part of the process. It's just a matter, do you get back up and do you continue to stay consistent and do you lean into coaching or do you just give up? And then I share my story to kind of relate and say like, before, I didn't have a coach and then I hired a coach. And then that's when everything changed for me. And I was scared to fail, but then I realized there's freedom behind commitment. Exactly. So that's kind of what I go into, but I feel like I need to be stronger in calling them out.
I would call it out, especially if you see a pattern of behavior. Because you're just going to sign them and then they're going to demonstrate that pattern of behavior while they're your client.
And that's happened to me. I have a few clients like that. And I'm like, I saw this happening and I'm like, okay, I need to, this is super helpful because I do need to grow in that area for sure.
I'll even take it to the next level. When I'm working with a client that demonstrates that type of behavior, they fucking complain. They don't do, I literally just fired somebody. It was like 2 days ago. Because it's like we did a 2-hour-long coaching call. I told him literally exactly what to do. I gave him a step-by-step blueprint. And then as he was a VIP client. And then after the call, he's like, yeah, I'm having a hard time with executing this stuff because I just don't know if it's going to work. I'm like, how do you know if it's going to work if you don't fucking do it? He's like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'll go do it. And then 2 days later, he DM'd me. He's like, yeah, I still haven't done it, but we can talk about it tomorrow. And I was like, you're fired. I just sent you a refund. He's like, what? I'm like, I'm not your fucking babysitter. Like, you have to do the fucking work. If you don't do the work, then in 6 weeks' time from now, you're gonna be like, this didn't work. And then you're gonna be mad at me. So like, I'm willing to fire bad clients too. So like, I'm willing to call it out on the front end, call it out on the sales call. And if somebody's demonstrating behavior traits of a bad client, like I will fire you. I'm not your dad.
Okay. I need to grow in that area for sure. Okay.
All right.
Just notes. Thank you so much. I'll go ahead and do that and I'll message you on IG.
That's on IG. I'll be on the lookout for it.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Sergio, sorry I skipped you.
Yo.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
Best day of my life.
Question about content. So
No, you gotta tell me a win first.
A win?
Yeah, bro.
Just been working a lot on my mindset lately, to be honest. After the Elite Mansion Mastermind, that's honestly been my main focus. Just kind of dealing with things in my personal life. And we had that conversation. So, I feel like it's getting a lot better. I'm in a better place with my relationship. And yeah.
Love that for you.
My biggest win so far.
I love it. Cool. Hit me.
Yeah, so at the last Saturday with Cole, kind of talked about the same thing about mindset. I told him a little bit about my situation with my relationship, and we got into content. So I'm getting a lot of leads because of my boosted posts, and I'm obviously I'm paying money to get eyes on my page, and I'm getting like a good amount of leads. But he mentioned that my organic obviously needs to kind of like be up there as well, right? So I was wondering, I haven't had a content audit in a while, so I was wondering if you could do that for me.
I'm not going to do a full content audit. I'll take a look, though. Because if I do content audit for you, every motherfucker right after me is going to be like, can I get a content audit? And I'm just not doing that. I'll take a look, though. What is the main thing you have a question on? Like, what's the main thing
it's
you're
just,
about?
I've been kind of experimenting with a lot of different type of stuff. I feel like my talking reels are just like not hitting. So I've been experimenting. Like I just posted one recently with my girlfriend, like a kind of like a workout loop with her. So yeah, I'm just like, what do you think might work better type of content instead of me just talking on the camera?
I'm just doing a quick little scroll through. Give me 1 sec.
Yeah.
Okay, pause. I don't think your talking content doesn't do well. I just don't think you do it enough. Because like if I'm looking through your last, I'm just like browsing through. This is designed to be a follower ad, 100%.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a talking video, but you're doing a reaction style. But is this a follower ad?
I mean, I kind of made it like that, but I didn't boost it. That's what you mean.
I'll play the sound. 1 sec. Because people on the podcast are probably like, and you guys are probably like, what is he fucking watching? I'm looking for the mood.
If you don't even have any muscle, you're just gonna look skinny. Just lift the damn weights and stop putting ideas in your head. Follow for more value and be ready. The number one reason why women struggle to lose weight is because they're wasting their time doing cardio. But I get it. You don't want to lift weights because you're afraid of getting too big. But lifting weights and following a plan is actually the most effective way to lose all that belly fat. When you build muscle, you get curvier, you look better, and you burn more calories. And for those of you that want to look toned, you can't look toned if you don't even have any muscle. You're just gonna look skinny. Just lift the damn weights and stop putting ideas in your head.
What do you mean follow for more value? What fucking value is this? You just told me to fucking lift weights and then you fucking said follow a plan. Why the fuck would I follow you?
Got me there.
Lift weights and follow a plan. What kind of fucking value is that? What are you talking about? What the fuck? Lift weights, follow a plan.
I know that.
There's no fucking way that's your best value. You're telling me this is your best shit? This is your best. This is you at your best. This is your best piece of content that you can fucking put out. There's no fucking way that this is your best piece of content. You're fucking baked. There's no way, bro. There's no way. So like if your content's not hitting because you're not giving the value that you could be fucking giving. This is a follower ad. Let's see if there's any value here.
I post simple and realistic.
This is a follower ad, so there's no fucking value.
Let's face it, you're overweight and doing simple things like playing with your kids is hard. People around you, like friends and family, are overweight as well, so you see it as normal. The biggest problem you have right now is thinking that you don't have a problem. And I'm not telling you this because I'm mean or to make you upset, but because I care about you. I'd hate to see someone be miserable because they're overweight, which can easily be prevented. I care more about your long-term health than your short-term feelings. There's friends that make you feel comfortable, and then there's friends that make you better. Like and follow for more value.
Yeah, that's not bad, okay? I'm not gonna fucking rip your ass for that one. That one's not bad. Let's see if fucking I'm gonna go to another value video. 1 sec.
If you're a woman who doesn't know how many calories to eat to If you're a woman whose stomach is getting bigger than your glutes, you might want to listen up. Today I'm going to show you exactly what the girls in my program do to get rid of the belly and build the booty. First, we dial in their nutrition and have them track their protein and calories. We keep their protein at around 1 gram per pound of body weight while keeping their calories 300 to 500 below maintenance. Second, we structure a workout plan tailored for glute growth. These can be at home or gym workouts 3 to 5 times a week, depending on each client's schedule. Third, we keep them on track with weekly check-ins and 24/7 support. Yes, hello, Becky? Put the donut down. If you're constantly falling off or starting over, it might be time to get someone else to hold you accountable. And if you want a program like this tailored to your goals and lifestyle, just comment or DM me the word ready and I'll reach out to you.
Yeah, but like, there's still no value here. Tell me why there's no value. I can't watch this video and go do something that I will see a tangible benefit from. The only piece of tangible value in this entire video is you told me that I should be eating 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. That is the only piece of tangible value out of this entire fucking video. So that's a 60-second video, and the only piece of takeaway value that I got is when you said 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Out of 60 seconds. Get it?
Yeah.
Do you actually get it, or are you just saying yeah because I'm fucking roasting you right now?
No, I get it. So just, I guess, include more action.
Give me something I can fucking use. By the way, if you want a free workout, if you want the same workout that I give to my girls, comment the word workout and I'll send it over. Back to the video. Give me something I can use. Give me something tangible. Give me something to grip onto. By the way, just so you know, I put a workout in the fucking description of this video. So if you're curious about what the workout looks like, check the description of the video. Give me something tangible. By the way, if you don't know how to calculate your maintenance calories, here's exactly how to calculate your maintenance calories, and you're going to eat 500 calories less than that. Give me something tangible I can use. The reason your value content is not hitting is because you're not giving fucking value. You're just like scratching the surface. Hey, you should drink more water and walk more and fucking eat more food and also go to the gym. And when you go to the gym, lift weights. Congratulations. You're regurgitated ChatGPT. Give me something I can fucking use, Sergio.
Gotcha.
Also, this like, you're almost like talking. I almost feel like the tonality that you're talking with kind of feels like you're talking down at me, which is weird.
In the back burner, and being overweight makes you selfish. And I get it. All you ladies want to prioritize and take care of your family.
Give me some fucking energy. Give me some energy and change the tonality, change up the speed, change up the pitch, change up the tone. You're talking like this in all of your videos. And when you're talking like this in all of your videos, it just sounds like this in every video that you talk in. More fucking value. Give me more of you, more energy. The reason your talking videos aren't doing very well is not because they're not good, or it's not because the algorithm hates you. It's because they're not valuable. This is good.
All right, so we're asking Fit Pros fitness questions. What is the strongest muscle in the human body?
Strongest muscle?
Yeah.
See, that shit's good. I like that. That's fucking funny, right? Like, you can do this kind of shit with your girl too. You can do skits with your girl and give value, but like for your talking videos, if you're gonna do a standalone talking video, this is the hard. I'm just gonna fucking say it, okay? Especially as a dude, all right? We got it harder, all right? Girls got it easier. Girls are easier to look at. They're funner to look at. Social media is a vain place. So when you're a dude, guess what? You gotta fucking be on your shit because nobody wants to pay attention to you anyways. So your shit better be fucking good enough to pay attention to. All right, you got your content out of it. Go get to work.
I have one more question.
Quick.
So when it comes to boosted reels, you mentioned, well, you had a conversation just right now with one of the guys. How do you know when it's like time to put in more money into that boosted post?
Are
I feel like,
Are you booking sales calls from that post and making money because of that boosted reel?
yeah.
Then spend more money.
Okay. Right now I'm spending 20 on a CTA one and then 10 on like a free meal plan one.
Which one is bringing in more qualified leads?
Probably my CTA one.
Spend more money on the CTA one. And you don't have to double your spend. Just spend an extra $10 a day.
$10.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
I'm fucking watching your content, bro. And we have a call this Saturday, so I'm going to be looking at your shit. You better get some better stuff up on your page or I'm going to roast you again.
Sounds good.
All right, bro. We'll talk soon.
Sounds good. Bye.
Peace. What's up, Nick? Hello, Nicholas.
Hello. You're on fire. You're on one today. Okay, I'm like, okay, let me make sure I got my questions down today. Holy smokes, he's heated. He got that fresh beard. He's ready. You know, he got it shaved off. I mean,
Beard, bro. Oh, the fresh no beard.
The fresh no beard. You know what I mean? Like, holy hell, who is this guy? Well, last week I was late. I wanted to get, and I couldn't get on. So I wanted to say I took a lot of your actions or things that you told me to do. Took action on it. We booked like 9 sales calls.
Yes, Nicholas.
We closed 5 of them.
Yes, Nicholas.
Yeah, so we're moving up. I realized that I think the main problem that I had was well, one of them, and we'll get to the other ones, is that it was the inbounds.
Yeah,
I needed them to get to me.
Yep.
I just didn't have. There's just too many people for me to try to talk to. It's just not. And realizing that, I've went about my DM process a little bit differently. So that's the wind. Thank you. Like always, keep showing up, keep implementing. That's the game plan. But this Mother's Day giveaway, I've never done a flash sale type of giveaway, right? I've studied it, I've looked at it, I've done the things. Should I attach a ManyChat to the comment?
Yep.
For me.
100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like just saying like, hey, make sure you DM me your goal. Thanks for signing up. Make sure you DM me your goal. Boom.
Yeah. So it would be like, if I wouldn't attach a ManyChat comment back to the comment, I would attach a ManyChat that DMs them once they comment. So they DMs them once they comment and be like, boom, got your entry. Make sure that you DM me your reason why I should choose you to win the giveaway. Tell me a little bit about your story in your fitness journey.
Because that was like my next thing, because I've been using your hack. You told me to use the giveaway at the top line. And I've been testing that for the last couple of weeks. And, listen to you, it hits, right? And so it just worked out. I'm just getting like, that's just all my notifications is this. Now, with that, I have the comment if you're serious, PS, comment, VIP. How many should I always have that up? Like, should I always have that like parentheses?
I do, but you just gotta change the way that you use it. And so like on my reels, I would say it's on 80 to 90% of them, but it's always different. So sometimes it'll be like, PS, if you want some help making an extra 10K in your fitness business, reply at 10K and I'll get you on the details. Sometimes it says, PS, I'm starting a brand new case study for online fitness coaches that want to make an extra 35K in their business. If you want in, reply with case study. Sometimes it'll say, PS, if you want some help going viral, signing clients and making an extra 10K, reply back with 10K and I'll get you all the details. So it's always like marketing is the same present with a different wrapper. So that's what you want to think about.
And with that, what are your, I think when I'm struggling right now, because I'm getting a lot of people responding and hit me with that keyword. And then what is your like buyer seller mentality after that? Like, all right,
DM script. DM script. Yeah. Hey, Nick, thanks so much for applying. I appreciate you. Got all the details for you here in a sec. Mind if I ask a couple questions about your finish journey to see if I can help with it? DM script. As soon as they express interest, like they've replied to a CTA and also they DM me a keyword, this is a very hot prospect. DM script.
That's where I was like wondering how to, because again, that was my whole problem beforehand, was treating these leads differently. Which ones do I treat in what regards? And once I switch that up, this is something new. And I'm just wondering, that's you refer to that as a hot lead, like
Ding.
a real.
Yeah. Ding. Exactly. You're starting to get it, Nick.
I'm trying. That's why I'm showing up. That's why we joined the program. That's the thing. I didn't know. It's a game, right? It's a game that I'm playing. When I started here, I had 1,000 followers. I didn't know what the hell I was doing online. Now we got 127,000, and I think I'm still playing that version of me. I'm trying now to grow and see how and why, and I'm just putting in the reps, right? I'm just trying to bring value to the audience, and I guess it's working. So
Love that.
I just got to do it. Next question. You guys were talking ads and boosted posts. So I've been boosting, it says right now, I was just kind of looking at my advertising summary. In the last 60 days, I've spent $350 on 9 ads. It's gotten me 38,000 views, 23,000 reach, 20,000 post engagement. Is these like numbers that I should be like, keep doing that amount of money? Or should it's like you said, it's a numbers game. Keep throwing more money at what's working? Like, what is your recommendation in what is actually working? Because I know you say, what is it, cost per follower?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How am I tracking that?
Are you boosting it through the front end, bro, or the back end?
I'm on Meta Business Suite.
Oh, so if you're on Meta Business Suite, you won't be able to track cost per follower. You'll have to look at cost per profile visit.
Okay, because they show me cost per link click.
Yeah, so cost per profile visit would probably be the one that I'd be looking at if I were you. And I would say, does it tell you cost per profile visit? Do you see that? Or you probably...
Yeah, see, that's the thing, because I'm like having a rough time like reading this to make sure if it even makes sense, because it says like the details are goal to get more profile visits, and it says cost per link click. So I'm just assuming that's them clicking on my profile.
Yeah, you've got to boost it through the front end if you want to see the cost per follow. You can't see the cost per follow on the back end, unfortunately.
And that's on Instagram.
Yeah, on Instagram on the front end. So like you got to do it through like, if you look at, when you do it through like, you'll be able to go to your Instagram dashboard, and then I can go to view insights, and then this will tell me how many followers I've got, just how many followers I've gotten, 9 messaging conversations, 796. So this one is honestly not doing very well. I'm probably going to turn it off. But there is doing super well. And it's the one I think with Brandon. I've got one with Max going. I've got one with this one going. I think the Brandon one's doing really well. I spent $1,400 on this one, $341. So like for me, it's a little bit more expensive to get a follower because, with fitness is like, there's a bigger niche, but with personal trainers, it's obviously a smaller niche. But yeah, for me, it shows you 341 followers, cost per profile visit. I spent $1,400 and I've gotten 341 followers. So it's about $4 a follower, which is good for me.
I see, because I just put that up on mine. I did a couple of them over there. I didn't realize that was even an option. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
So awesome. One last question when it comes down to it. Last time you did this for me, I was able to get like a couple million views out of it. Do you got any good hooks for me at the top of your head? Is your ass disappearing? What do you got for me? What do you got any? If you don't, I'm okay. That's fine.
Sorry.
I know you're the hook master. And so I don't want to keep using the same ones. I know they hit, but I'm like,
plug your top performing hooks into ChatGPT and ask it to spit you out 25 different versions of these. That's what I would do. Give me 25 different hooks that are like this.
That actually makes sense. I don't know why I've never done that. That's probably does.
I could come up with something off the top of my head, but I'm like, you'll probably get better hooks by doing that.
I don't know. You did that one where it disappears sideways, and fuck, they love that. All right, but thank you. I appreciate you. I'm
You're
gonna keep
welcome, bro.
grinding.
We'll talk soon. Peace. Hack 10, what's up?
Everything is great. The win is yesterday I sold 1.5k new MRR in
Wow.
one day. That was crazy. So that's the win. And when it comes to the question, so doing the sales calls, when it comes to people, they say it's important for their confidence, etc. in the discovery phase, but I can't really, like, you can't really dig deep on their emotional pain and dreams with even expensive question with multiple loops. For example, what I say is when you say you don't feel confident, at what moment exactly you remember that you don't feel confident, and how does it affect you emotionally? Like these kind of questions. And with these people, I know they are going to throw smoke at me after I do the offer. Do you still present them the service, or do you disqualify? What do you do with these kind of people?
Yeah, I think you still need to present. And then I would say, okay, but a confidence, but like, what made you want to start building your confidence? Like, do you not feel confident now?
Yeah, they say that they don't feel confident. They say like when they go into work or when they put their clothes on, but you feel that you don't have that emotional connection.
Yeah. So when I do run into situations like this, if I can't sell them based on their pain, then I try to get them really clear on their vision. So I'll try to do the opposite. So like if I can't get their pain point for whatever reason, then I'll get them really clear on their vision, and I'll let them know that it's really possible that they could do that. Because they might not want to go into their pain. They might not be comfortable talking about their pain. And so if I can sense that from a prospect, and even though I'm doing the digging, I can't get that, then I will get them really, really clear on their vision. And then if I can get them super clear on their vision, then I will just widen the gap between where they are now and where they want to be. So if they want to lose, for some of these women, if they want to get into the best shape ever, they want to have a toned six pack, be like, okay, cool. So like, how far away do you think you are from a toned six pack right now if you keep doing what you're doing?
Yeah. Okay. Create that gap. And let's say you create the gap, you present it, they don't have any questions, you ask, give a number, they say 9 out of 10. But you still feel like when you say the price, they are going to throw smoke at you. Do you say the price, or do you like disqualify at some point when you feel?
I pitch everyone because I think I can close everyone.
Okay.
I'm still going to go for it. Unless you're like giving me like a 7 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10, like I'm going to go for it. Because you never know, bro. Some people are just not emotional people.
Yeah. It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And this is connected to my second and last question. So I'm saying the same sentences, making the same jokes every day, 46 times a day. And it started to get pretty boring. And sometimes I feel like not fighting for the sale in the call, because I'm like, there are 4 more people waiting today.
Yeah.
So my question for you is, how do you keep that fire alive in you when you do the same things every day? Because this is what you are doing with us every day for years.
That's a great question. I have a very, very strong attachment to outcomes. Like I'm very committed to outcomes. And so have you ever done like a fitness competition or powerlifting competition or anything like that?
No, but thinking about it.
Okay. I think you should. And the reason I think you should is because like I get that mindset from competing, bro. Like when I compete, like I eat the same fucking food every day for 16 weeks. And I love it because I know that every single day that I'm eating that food, I'm getting one step closer to the goal. So I'm like, I will do whatever it takes to hit my goals. And so constantly remind yourself of what your goals are, like set the goal of 20K MRR, have that like sitting on like a sticky note on your computer. And then every single fucking call, you're looking at that goal. You need to keep the end in mind of the place that you'd like to go. And then everything that's required of you is just a part of the process to get there.
Okay.
I also think that like sometimes you need to find inspiration, which is why I think you should do the show. I think you should do the powerlifting meet. Like for me, it's like my inspiration is like playing football again. Like I like, find that spark outside of business that can give you the spark inside of business.
And for my inspiration and for all others, what is that sticky note for you that keeps you going? It can't be money. What is it?
That's a good question. It changes, right? So like for me, I actually am a money-driven person, not because it's like I'm making at this point, like making more money is not going to change my life. Like I have everything I want. I have the house, the car, the gym, whatever. So making more money is not going to change my life. At this point, it's like having very successful and very profitable businesses where I'm leading people. So I think for me right now, it's leadership, bro. Like I want to lead my people. I want to lead you guys better. I want to lead my gym better. I want to lead my team better. I just want to be a great leader, and I want to be known as a great leader. And I want like that. So that to me is my business motivation, is being a great leader and people saying that I'm a great leader. That to me is very inspiring. That's what's getting me going with business. With my personal goals, it's like I want to be able to play football at a high level. And like, even though it's just touch football, for me, just being athletic, being lean and being functional, being able to move my body and being pain-free is very motivating for me. So right now it's being a great leader and being an athlete.
Okay. Thank you for your answers.
You're welcome, bro. Always good to talk to you. Tell Najee I say hi.
Will do.
Peace out. Nerman, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing fucking great, brother. How are you since the last time we spoke?
Very good. Very good, actually. A win for me is April was a 10K month, which is always nice. So yeah.
Love
and
that.
I actually closed my first ever 12-month program with a client at 300 USD. So
Nice.
that's cool, you know?
Nice.
But my question is, I touched on it last time when we spoke. I asked you about a similar thing. So I'm doing 3 CTAs per week now, and I'm mixing them up. My question is, like, I'm still not booking calls the way I should and the way I have. And it's, it's a bit frustrating because I have a big audience, and I'm thinking like I should be booking more calls, and the problem is, even though I'm hitting 10K, clients are dropping off eventually, like after a 4-month period. And when I'm not signing new ones as I did, I'm just, I get into that scarcity thinking like, holy shit, is the well going dry or whatever? My problem is I get a lot of hands raised, but I lose them in the DMs. So send the links, they don't book, I follow up, I get ghosted, stuff like that. So I don't really know, what to do. I don't even know what my question is, honestly.
I don't think that this is a content problem if you're getting a lot of hands raised. I think this is a DM problem. Because like if you're getting a bunch of people that are reaching out to you and a bunch of people that are interested in coaching, but we're losing them in the DMs, that tells me that there's something that we're doing wrong in the DMs. Now that we've solved the content issue, like the only thing that I'd be focusing on is DMs for the next 30 days and auditing your own DMs. And so what I would do is like the last 10 people that did not book, I would be going through those conversations. And if you can't find things that are wrong, then I'd be screen recording them and posting them in the group and asking for feedback. Have you seen my YouTube video on DMs, bro?
Yeah, I've watched all of them.
Okay. Have you like watched that video and then gone into your own DMs and audited based off of that stuff?
No.
So business is about knowing what problem to solve and what order to solve the problems in. The first problem that we solved is that we weren't getting enough people to basically reach out and ask for coaching. Now we have solved that problem. So the next problem that you need to solve is we need to solve the DM problem.
Got it.
That's the next, like business is knowing what problem to solve and what order to solve it in. So like whenever this is the same thing I teach in the Millionaire Mastermind. Like in the Millionaire Mastermind, everybody's focusing on one thing at a time. So for you, the only thing that you focus on for the next 30 days is optimizing your DMs, whether that maybe that's sending voice notes sometimes, maybe that's auditing your DMs to see who needs more, who needs who more, like what's the sub communication of the DMs, when do people drop off, what question is it, maybe we can change up the questions, maybe we can get to the script faster, maybe we're taking too long in the script, but that's the only focusing on for the next 4 weeks is solving that problem. So I want you to go back and rewatch that YouTube video that I posted. And I want you to audit your own DMs based off of the information in that video. I want you to start fucking dialing your DMs in. That's your only focus for the next few weeks.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, because I figured like that's the thing. I see like some of the people in the Millionaire Mastermind, and everyone's hitting crazy numbers, and they have like 10K followers, and I'm like, fuck, I should be I should be doing the same thing,
I agree. So let's solve the DM problem and let's get you there.
Okay, man. Yep. Cool. Got it.
All right, bro. Much love.
Thank you.
We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
That's what Nick did and made him realize his script was shit. He booked 8 calls last week. So you got it. You got it, bro.
I'll get on it. Thanks, man.
We'll talk soon. Ramona, what's up?
Hey, you went from like 0 last week to like 120.
Holy fuck, I know. Crazy. Sometimes you just need some time off. I like had some time off and I was like, okay, I'm ready to go back to work now. I'm excited.
All right. So my win is that my clients are fucking crushing it. They're doing really well. And I have like a lot of really good transformations to post. So that's a big win.
Yay.
My question is, I'm not really sure what the next biggest thing is to focus on, because like I just launched the Mother's Day thing and I've got like one person on Facebook and the other one who I dragged in, one's an ex-client. So I'm not sure if my content's actually speaking to my avatar. And I've actually implemented everything that you said last time. So more split screens, got those scheduled out. So there's that. And then I sent out like over 100 DMs for this, but I'm kind of stuck with how the fuck to DM people, because I've got this like the same group of people, like 4,000 plus, like for years, right? And my new audience is coming in like very slowly. So I can't even, like, if I try to get those people on a call, it's like I'm dragging them on a call, and then they'll go like, I'm a 10 out of 10, towards the end of that sales call, but they won't buy because of like price. So I'm not sure what to do.
Mm-hmm. So when you're doing, you said your new audience is coming in really slowly. What do you mean by that?
Like the split screen video that did really well, 10,000 views, I had 5 follows, right? And like I have like more unfollows. I have unfollows and follows. So like it's growing very slowly. Does that make sense? Like the last month I had like maybe 90 new people come in.
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually just like 40 overall because I had like 50 unfollows.
And then what are you doing? Are you doing anything like, do you have any sort of boosted post going, like a follower ad for moms over
So this is the other question, because I know you said last time boost that one that had 10,000, but I had only 5 follows from that. That's one, but I'm also making just 2.9K. That was my income for last month. So with my previous coach, he kind of made me throw a lot of money into ads and stuff, but I hadn't targeted, like I hadn't fixed that problem like first. And so I ended up just going broke, basically. So I'm a little bit nervous about, with this kind of income, should I really be boosting?
So you don't have to go broke, but I think that you can spend like $10 a day times 30 days is definitely not going to make you go broke. And I think $10 a day on the right follower ad can bring you in 50 cents to $1 per follower. And then once you start signing clients from that, you start making money. I think then you can start spending more. So it's not like you have to dump all your money in. I don't want you to do that, but I want you to start with a very conservative budget where you can start getting followers for 50 cents to $1 per follower. I also think it would be pretty easy for you because you have the physique that moms want. And again, with the targeting stuff, like the stuff that I talked about at the start of this call, we are targeting like women that have money with the boosted reels. That is the only answer to grow your audience beyond doing more content. So you could just do more content, but I also think there's 2 ways to get more eyeballs. 1 is content, 2 is boosting reels. And I think every you guys should have some boosted reels going.
Okay. I'm actually posting twice a day, and I started a series, a hot mom series, like for the whole month of May. And every day I'm posting like one hot mom summer tip, right? But those are just sucking ass, like they're doing really badly. So I'm not sure like if I'm actually giving value, or if I'm actually helping people out, if I'm getting them to trust me enough.
So that's the start. I just posted the audience that one of my clients uses for moms that actually have income. So that would be a good start. I also think you should target Equinox. I think that would be a good start. And we just got to get more people following you that have money.
Yeah.
That's essentially what we need to do.
Cool. All right. That's all. Thanks.
Okay. You're welcome. We'll talk soon.
Ciao.
Ragnar, what's up? Can you share a little bit about what you've been doing with your content and your boosted reels? Because I'm sure it would be valuable for every single person on this call, because you've been fucking crushing lately.
So I was actually just thinking about upping the spend on the boosted post I've got going. I do $20 a day right now, and I've done that pretty consistently. So that comes out to like $600 a month. I've done that pretty consistently for the last few months. And I just look for what you said. I want 50 cents a follower or better. But then I also noticed that like getting the targeting down, and like for me, it was shit that guys like to do that have money, like archery, that also fit in my niche, archery, golf, sports cars, real estate, shit like that has really increased the quality of follower. So now I'm booking calls with people that actually have money, so I'm converting them. Whereas before I was using like the Advantage audience, and I was getting a bunch of just worthless leads that were like young, super young kids, or just people that didn't have jobs, or even like women, just like way, way, way out of my niche. So yeah, definitely getting the targeting down and working in some of those like higher threshold activities that require money has been a huge difference with this last.
Boom. You're the G. Thanks, brother. How can I serve you?
So I actually kind of have a lead problem, but like I have the coolest lead problem that there is. I've got too many fucking leads, man. And I can't keep up with it, dude. Like my inbox is, I feel like I've dialed in the content. So I'm getting a lot organically. I'm getting a lot through the boosted post. Wife sends out 100 openers every day. And then those are converting. Like at a decent rate, honestly, like just from that boosted post I've got. So I've got an inbox right now that's got like 50 messages in it, and I've got, other shit to do, but I gotta go through here. And so how do I prioritize my time? I don't have a VA to do this, so I got to do it myself, but I don't want to miss anybody. I don't want anything to fall through the cracks, but how do I prioritize my time to where I'm going through here and I'm finding the hot leads and dealing with them first and not wasting a whole lot of time on the ones that aren't going to convert?
Well, what a good problem to have.
Isn't that a cool fucking problem to have, man?
Yes. Spend the first 2 hours of your day every day booking calls.
Okay.
Because it's like, right now it's like we've got the opportunity sitting right in front of us. So why the fuck not take advantage of it? The first 2 hours of your day every day, let's book calls.
Okay. And I pushed my wake up time an hour earlier. So just from going from 6 to 5 a.m., it's been huge. I didn't realize how much time I was losing because, you get up at 6 and then you eat and you're not actually like go through your morning ritual. You're not actually working until 7. And then my wife wakes up and then I get distracted. Yeah. So yeah, this like a solid 2 hour block.
Can you also teach your wife how to book calls?
Yeah, I can definitely, like right now she's just doing the opener, but I mean, she's smart. She could definitely get the DM script down.
Why don't we like show her examples of like 10 successful conversations and then teach her how to book calls?
Okay, I will work on that because that was going to be kind of my next question. So this is working and I've got pretty good, like I've got KPIs on measurements now on like how many DMs I need to send to book a call and how many calls are converting. And so right now it's like I've got 5 calls booked this week. I've sold 2 of them. One of them made a deposit and I got another one this afternoon, like right after this. So it seems like increase the volume, increase the spend on the ad, and then we have more leads, and then we can convert more leads and we can make more money. Is that yep. What you would recommend?
Welcome to the game, brother.
All right, I like it. Cool. Well, I will do that. And then the next question is just like a mindset one, like so not really a mindset one, I guess, just like a strategy one. So where's the point that you feel like I'm ready for the next level? Like I know I'm not there yet, but I feel like I'm getting closer and closer. My income's pretty steady at 10 to 12, and it's going to be much higher this month. And I feel like I have a lot more control over the sales process. But so I'm just like, what do you look for income wise and just like overall like business direction wise before you feel like people are ready to kind of bump up to the million?
Yeah, I would say there's 2 things that I think you need to have. Thing number 1 is I would say consistent $15,000 months would be a first benchmark. Thing number 2 is I would have like a cash reserve of like 3 months of expenses bare minimum.
Okay.
Because like one of the things we're going to ask you to do in the MDM is start hiring people. And so if you're doing $15K a month and you've got a cash reserve of 3 months, and like you don't have to gonna have to spend a ton of money hiring people, but like I want you to be in enough of a place financially where like when you hire people, you're not like, holy fuck, how am I gonna pay my rent? So
sure,
it would be 3 months of expenses and then it would be 15K months consistently. It would be the 2 things that I would classify as like super ready. Only exceptions to that would be like if you have a massive fucking audience and there's so many people that are in your audience that are ready to take action, but you're just like, you can't get back to them faster and you're growing at a rapid rate. But I think right now for you, it would be stability over 15K and a cash runway.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not a huge audience guy. I think I'm at like 3,500 or 3,000 or somewhere. It's growing every day, but it's still pretty small. But okay, that's what I wanted. I wanted like tangible targets because I feel like I'm not ready yet, but we're moving in the right direction. And I really want to do it 2025.
I like the mindset, bro.
I'm focused on it, dude. That's what I want to do. That I don't want to get stuck. Success favors speed. I want to just keep moving.
I love it. I love the mindset.
All right, brother. That was all, man. And wins wise, like best week of my life. I sold like $5,000 last week. So it's crazy. I was looking at the numbers since I started with you, and I have it right here. I just want to tell you this so you know how much you change people's lives. So I've made $46,000, almost $47,000 as of not counting this month with all the 5K since I started with you in November.
That's amazing.
And for context, in 2024, doing online or in-person, online fighting, everything I was doing, sponsorships, everything I was doing to make money. When I did my taxes, it was like 52,000 income.
Wow. Crazy.
Including the November, December online sales that were like 16,000 of that. So
crazy. So cool.
Fucking nuts, bro. Yeah. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for sharing. And hey, all of you guys that are struggling with leads right now, I want you to know that Ragnar came to this call literally a month ago with the same fucking problem. So every single person that's struggling with leads, a month ago, Ragnar came, same fucking problem, $5,000 in sales in 1 week. Good fucking job. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Just implementing, man.
Let's go. I love it. Okay, well,
what's up, brother? Yes, sir.
Going to Valhalla for sure. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Johan, what's up?
Hey Brian, how are you, man?
Doing fucking great, brother. How are you?
That's the way. Yeah, not bad. So my win is so in January, clients pretty much finishing up all their programs. They've all got amazing results, which has been really awesome. But that also somewhat leads me into my question about like my mindset and everything. So out of the 8 clients that are finishing, 2 are staying on, and the others have decided obviously not to. So that means for this month, my income has somewhat dropped like a fair bit, and now sort of under what like my monthly expenses are to cover. So I felt myself sort of slipping into like that scarcity mindset, and I've had to go into savings to get some money out. And since doing that, man, I just haven't been able to like shake myself back into like being more abundant. And I've listened to your podcast heaps of times about shifting from scarcity to abundance forever, doing all the things, but I feel like I'm stuck in that like cognitive dissonance where it's like I'm doing the things, but it's like I'm pretending like I'm doing it, and it just like it doesn't feel like it's like fitting like it did a month ago or the month before that. I just feel like it's all like chaotic in my mind.
Yeah. So I'm just going to be direct with you. You let an external circumstance dictate an internal condition.
Okay.
So an external circumstance dictated an internal condition, which means that the work has to go deeper. Like we'll talk specific mindset, and then we'll talk strategy. Like specific mindset, like the work that you're doing needs to go deeper. Like you're not feeling it. Like you're saying it, but you're not feeling it. And like to feel it is to get yourself into a place where you can close your eyes and see yourself fucking doing it. And it feels good knowing that you're doing it. Like every single month you're at $10,000 a month, and it feels so fucking good, and you can actually feel it. Like you got to get yourself to a place where you can fucking feel it. Like that's the mindset side of it. Is like if an external circumstance dictates an internal condition, that tells me that like the work that you're doing internally has not gotten deep enough. You got to go deeper. I'm going to connect you with somebody. I need your email. What's your email?
Mine?
Yeah, yours. Yeah.
Yeah, at SAVG.
SAVG.
Yep. Full stop. My first name, JOHAN.
SAVG. Yeah. And sorry, Savage Johan?
Yes, that's it, at gmail.com. Yeah.
SAVGJOHAN at gmail.com.
Yeah, like that in the comment.
Okay. Savage.Johan. Okay, there's a period. Got it. Shannon. Shannon, this is my client, Johan. He needs to work on abundance. I'm going to pay for his first session. I'm going to pay for a session with you and my hypnotherapist. I want you to do a session of hypnotherapy. Get deeper.
Shit. Thanks, man. Thank you.
Get deeper on that abundant shit. You got to fucking feel it. You got to feel it. You got to let yourself go there. Shannon's fucking awesome. And yeah, I'm going to pay for your first session. So that's the first thing. Second thing is like with your clients that dropped off, this isn't necessarily just a mindset issue. This is a strategy issue. So with your clients that dropped off, yeah, Ben uses her as well. With your clients that dropped off, when did you hit them up for a renewal?
Yeah, that's the thing. I did leave it a little bit late. I know it's meant to be, about 4 weeks before. I somewhat left it like the week leading up to the end.
Oh shit, they left?
Yeah, I know,
right?
Man. I know.
So wait. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. Because it's like, bro, this has got to fucking learn the lesson in business, right? So like, this is like, yes, we're going to talk the mindset and like, yes, we need to work on abundance, but this is also a fucking strategy problem. Like you didn't hit them up in time.
Yeah.
And like, you've watched the units, so you know what happens if you wait till the client's program expires and then you hit them up. By that time, they've already checked out mentally and they've already gone and spent their money somewhere else. So like our goal is to get them before they've even thought about that. Get them when they're fucking feeling good, get them when they're excited, get them on week 8. Hey, get them on a call. Hey, by the way, you are fucking crushing it. And because you're crushing it, I'd love to offer you a 20% discount to renew for the rest of the year. Typically speaking, it would be XYZ, but I'd love to get you in for XYZ. How does that sound? Let's get them for the rest of the year on fucking week 8 to week 10 to week 12. We waited too long, right?
Cool.
So so now it's like, okay, strategy wise, we need to make sure that we implement that system now for all of our other clients. So like a Google Sheet with every single fucking client that you have, you need to know when their programs expire. And then 4 to 6 weeks before their programs expire, you need to be booking a one-on-one call with them, talking to them about their progress in the program so far, getting them super hyped up, and then re-signing them. Guarantee if you do that, now at the end of 16 weeks, you're going to get 6 clients that will renew with you instead of 2.
Yeah. So I've got that now. There's dates and it comes up. It's like highlighted in red. So 4 weeks before, I've got the reminder to obviously give them a call. Can I just say the little bit of annoying thing was with my guys, because they're in mining, they're super hard to get a hold of and get on the phone. And then that's somewhat like the time delay. But at the moment, I've got a couple of guys that are about 3 or 4 weeks in, they're doing amazing. Like, is it too early now to sort of have that conversation?
Not if they're crushing it.
Because at the beginning, everyone, like, I don't know if this is for everyone, but like they're super responsive, attentive, da 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 da. And then obviously as the weeks go on, they kind of just, it's like becomes longer and longer to like have more consistent conversations with them.
Yeah, so it's not if they're doing well. Got a little bit of a post from Don Lamb that I'm going to share with you guys. So if you're in the 10K Mastermind, go into the 10K Mastermind chat. This is Don Lamb's process. Actually, no, that's a messy fucking text. I'm going to unsend that. I'm going to post it in the 10K Mastermind group. There's a process that we use for client extensions. I'm going to post it in the 10K Mastermind group so that you guys have it. So yes, it's not too early. This is Don Lamb. You guys can thank Don Lamb for this. Don Lamb. He's currently crushing it. Obviously, you know his success in the program. Team from Don Lamb. Perfect. So yes, it's not too early to go for it too early. And I'm gonna post this in the group and I'll tag you in it so you can take a look at it.
Okay.
Cool.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome, bro. Hey, fucking do the session with Shannon, get deeper and fully commit to the mindset, and then just get back to work, bro. Just let it go. This too shall pass.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
You didn't sign those clients because you suck. You signed those clients because you're awesome. So go be awesome and go sign more.
Yeah, the thing talking to Shannon, whatever, I don't know. So for some reason, that already scares the shit out of me, man. Because I feel like there's probably heaps of stuff I do need to go deeper on, and I think I have been avoiding it for like a little while. So
good, it's time.
But yeah, thanks.
You're welcome, brother. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, man.
Peace. Andrew, what's up? Bye, Ramona. Andrew. Oh, hey. I had it in my
What's good, brother?
calendar to check in with you. What the fuck?
Yes.
What happened?
Yo, so first win, I had another record month this month, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Second win is you gave me 30 to 60 days to quit my job. I did that, so next week will be my last week on duty.
Whoa, you did it.
Yes, sir. So so I'm excited about that, man. Time to take it to the next level, man. I'm ready.
Let's go. What'd you hit last month? What was your record?
It was a 16.2.
What a fucking stud. Look at this guy.
So
congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Bro.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Okay, so last call, which was 4 weeks ago, you told me that when I do make that move, that you'll give me more advice from there on what to do moving forward. So here I am asking for more advice.
Cool. So the first things first, your first week as an online fitness coach is going to feel fucking weird because you just went from working like on it on your spare time to now you're going to have so much fucking time to work on it. And so the first thing you need to do, bro, is for your first week, I want you to design a workflow for like 8 hours of the day. That's step number one. And part of the thing I want you to do is just enjoy your freedom. So I want you to schedule in your workouts. I want you to go to the gym, enjoy your fucking workouts. And I also want you to schedule off time to spend with your family. Because the entire reason that you did this is to be able to spend more time with your family. And so the first thing that you need to do is understand that it's going to feel weird for the first 2 to 4 weeks of you being free. So just embrace that feeling. The number one thing that you need to focus on is getting a workflow that feels good for you. And so that should be the first and only priority that you focus on. Once you get the workflow and you start dialing in, start coming to more coaching calls, things will start to unfold for you. But the only thing you need to be focusing on is getting your workflow dialed in.
Okay, cool. Perfect. I'll get that done. Awesome, man. Well, cool. If I ask you a couple more questions?
Hit me.
So recently, I don't know if it's just my marketing or what, but I've been attracting a lot of people that are trying to join the academy. Obviously, these people are broke. They don't have money. They're still in school. So I'm getting, even though they're booking calls, I'm getting a lot of like no's for financial reasons. And even before I even booked the call, the qualifying question, do you have the funds for the program and whatnot? A lot of them are saying I don't have funds for the program. So I'm just canceling the call completely. What do you recommend on that first? Because I have an idea, but I kind of want to know what your take is on that.
I think that your marketing, you need to start speaking to guys that are already in the force.
Okay.
I help cops that are already in the force.
Okay, gotcha. So what I was going to do, or what I did actually already, was I created with the hiring process, you have people that are going to trying to get to the academy, and then you have the people that are already in the academy trying to become police officers, right?
Yeah.
So I'm getting both of those people. So what I did was create a free 6-week lead magnet to be able to crush the PAT test, which is to be able to get to the academy.
Yeah.
And then kind of leading them from there, like, hey, if you want help actually crushing it in the academy, then we can, hop on a call and go from there. Is that something that you would recommend?
That is 100% something I'd recommend because then you're still helping people out in the industry. Yep.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I was thinking long-term on that. Other question. Oh, my nose, sorry. Okay, so show up rates are a little bit lower than normal. So I know that you do like the video the night before, kind of getting them pumped and ready, telling them what to expect and whatnot. And then I also heard you speak about like doing like a short presentation, like on actual like Canva slide. I think that might work really well for me. Can you give me some quick, I guess, notes, or is there somewhere I can just check that out?
Yeah. So if you're in the 10K mastermind, I've got it's called the perfect DM script. I wrote it for the Elite Match Mastermind, and I'll give it to you guys. It is right here. What you want to do, Drew, is go into the perfect DM script, and I just want you to go to. I don't think you need to work on the 15-minute presentation. I think you need to just the pre-call video. So it's a 2-minute pre-call video on Canva, and there's a template that you can use in here for how it looks, and then you can also there's also a copy of my video in here as well, so you can take a look at my video. So this is the
Okay, perfect.
this would be the one that I would add to your DM script. So this, Drew, the 2-minute pre-call video is designed to get more people to show up to the call. This one, the pre-training video, this one is designed to get more people to convert. So this is if you're getting a lot of people show up to the call, but they're not converting.
Those are two separate ones that I would do.
Yeah,
depending on what issue I'm having.
Yeah, they'd be two separate ones depending on the issue. But right now your issue is show up. So it would be this 2-minute pre-call video right here.
Okay, perfect.
Cool.
2 more questions for you. So right now my VA is booking around like 10 to 12 calls per week. When my following just actually grew like by 30 to 35,000 within the last 3 months. So before then, calls were like maybe like 3 to 5 per week, but the closing rate was a little bit higher. We're more like 50%. Right now we dropped to like 25 to 30%. Just kind of want to get some info on that. Do you think that's just strictly how the calls are going, or is that just how it works when you're attracting more people, having more call volume, or what?
Are you saying you're getting 25 to 35% close right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that, yes, well, you're just going to be closing cold to traffic. So that's definitely part of it. I think that you need to work with your VA once you have more time to make sure that these people are qualified. So what I would be doing, this is what I would do if I were you, Drew, go into the last 10 calls that did not convert. And then I would go into the DM script and I would see if there was anything in the DM script that, basically indicated that this person wasn't qualified or wouldn't have funds. And then I might change up my DM script to make it a little bit more, strict in order to get people in. However, also just full transparency, you're going to be full-time soon. So like once you're full-time, this is the number one problem that you solve. Like the first problem that we solve, you guys, is getting more calls on the calendar. Once we solve the problem of getting more calls on the calendar, then we start asking ourselves, how do we qualify these people better? But you just solved problem number 1. So now that we've got more calls on the calendar, let's get more people to show up. That'll be the next problem that we solve. Once we get more people to show up, then we'll focus on the closing problem. But the next thing that we need to solve is we need to get more people to show up. Once we get more people to show up,
gotcha.
Then we'll solve the closing issue, but we'll just tackle it one at a time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's all I have for you, brother.
Congratulations. I had it in my calendar to check on you, so I'm glad you came to this fucking call. I love it.
Appreciate you, brother.
Talk soon, bro. Peace out.
All right, man. We'll talk soon. Peace.
Dion James, what up?
Hello, how are we doing?
Fucking fantastic, brother. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Nice to meet you. I kind of knew you.
Oh yeah, tell me some wins.
I've had 5 new clients in the last 6 days.
That's great.
It's good. It's very good. I got to the front of the line for my visa to move to America, which is fucking sick. So yeah, but yeah, it's going good. Okay, so my question I had for you. Okay, so something that I've really struggled with is I know what my niche is, but when it comes to my bio, you might run through this at some point anyway. I feel like my bio is a bit of a fucking mess. I need to, I think, fix it up. Can you look at it or something just to tell me, right, this is shit. That's really good.
What is it?
I put it in the chat.
Yeah, I found it already.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so helping individuals lose fat and build muscle. So actually lose fat is fine. You can't say fat loss, but lose fat is fine for some fucking reason. Helping individuals lose fat and build muscle. Who's your niche?
Fat loss clients, like lifestyle clients.
Okay.
How do I yeah.
So I would say helping men and women lose fat and build muscle instead of individuals.
Okay.
And I would take out the 7 years of experience, L2 and L3, because nobody gives a fuck except for you. The only people that care is you. So I would say helping men and women lose fat and build muscle. And then on the next line, I would say 300 plus transformations. And the next line, I would just say inquire here for coaching. 300 plus transformations, DM transform to start. And then I would just say apply for coaching or inquire for coaching with an arrow pointing down.
Perfect. I like that. Thank you so much. Shall I get rid of the shit underneath? So, the boxes, shall I change them to client wins and things like that? That's something I need to do too.
Yeah. So the 3 pinned posts should be your best client transformation. Best client transformation would be number 1. You as a coach would be number 2. And then an offer that you have would be number 3. So
okay.
It seems to me like this fits that demographic. I just don't like it. Just kind of looks messy as fuck.
Okay. Yeah, I can change that. Yeah,
So
it does look kind of.
if you can make these 3 photos line up, right?
Yeah.
These 3 photos could line up. I forget. I don't know if Izzy still has it. I've got a client in the Millionaire Mastermind. Sylvie. Let's see if I can find her. Does Izzy still have it? I know what you're going for. No, she doesn't.
I know what you're saying though. I've seen it happen. It's
Yeah.
like they like match into each other. So I completely get that.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Yeah, I've got you. It looks good. It looks neat.
Yeah. Kayla's doing like 40K a month, so that would be a good profile to model.
100%. Okay, perfect. I'll take a look at that. Thank you so much. Okay, so I've worked in the industry for like 8 years, since I was 15. I've been a manager in a gym, everything. I've worked with over 1,000 people, okay, in classes, more than 1,000. I've never messaged a single person in my life. Never. All my clients, all 43 of my clients are people who have approached me.
Yep.
How do I now fucking messaging people? What do I say? Like, what is that? Like, I don't know. Yeah. I'm nervous about that.
Go watch the lead gen units.
Okay, lead gen. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah,
I'm working my way through all that.
Yeah, the lead gen
Okay.
units will teach you that. That'll be the first thing. Second thing, bro, is I would reach out to every fucking client you've worked with in the last 3 years, 7 years. All I would say is, hey, Dion, I just wanted to check in. It's been a while since we chatted. How have things been? Bam.
Sound. I like it.
Just
Perfect.
check
I like
in. You worked with 1,000 fucking people, bro. I would start there. Everybody that I've worked with in the past, I just wanted to check in and see how you're doing. It's been a while since we chatted.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to do that. And then last question, sorry. Okay, so I live in quite a rural area. Like there's not much shit going on. It's very like countryside. People don't pay shit for anything. Although I'm moving to Boston, which I'm excited about. So it'd be a lot better there. How much should I be fucking charging?
How much are you charging right now?
£150, $200.
That's wild, bro. So that's wild. It's so low.
Yeah, but there's so many coaches around me who charge like £80, £100. So you're probably talking $120, $130. They're just fucking dog shit.
I would start by incrementally increasing it, bro. So like, because you've got to sell a price that you're confident in. So I would start by every client that you sign moving forward is £200 to start. That would be the start. And then as you sold your next 5 clients, then I would increase it to $250.
Okay, I've got you. Okay, yeah. So I'm growing, so I definitely feel like I should.
I would slowly but surely. Now that you've got like every 5 clients that you sign, increase it by $50.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, good. Yeah. Do I need to do? Sorry, last again. Because I'm obviously moving now in August.
Yeah.
Do I need to change things? How do I like grow in Boston without being in Boston? Does that make sense?
If you wanted to, you could run a boosted post in Boston.
You can do that.
Yeah, you can just target fucking Boston if you wanted to.
Okay, I'll do that.
I also think you're going online, bro. So like whatever location you end up being in, the Instagram algorithm will start to show your content in that place.
Okay. My content's definitely getting a lot better now. So I just need to keep smashing that. So thank you so much.
You're welcome, brother. Happy to have you. We'll talk soon.
Thank you. Speak to you soon.
Peace out. Jackie, last but not least, I know that you left and come back. I'm going to give it to you.
Hello. Thank you so much for taking my question. Sorry I had to pop off.
I got you.
So my win is I just signed up with Heather. It's really funny. So you told me to watch her content and I did. And her content is phenomenal because I just signed up for her fitness coaching. Like you were just saying at the beginning of the call, you have to have a goal. So that's exciting. I also had a really good month last month. I finished with like 14,000. And then I just co-hosted a retreat last weekend. So it was a really cool month. Lots of wins.
Yeah, I love that.
Thank you. So my question is, I'm getting in my head about content. I feel like it's like very stagnant. Like I restarted the new one like November. So it's been like 6 months. I know it's going to take time. But the thing I'm in my head about is like, I see accounts where they do like all the 6-second and I'm like, I'm not doing any 6-second. Do I need to do 6-second? Should I stop doing talking? I feel like I'm just confused as to like what to do. Like I don't know. Like I'm very in my head about it, if that makes sense.
I don't think you should be attached to one style of content because you haven't found anything that like hits yet.
Yeah.
So for you, I would be doing fucking everything.
Okay. So I need to fuck around with the 6-second and
100%.
just,
You need to fuck around with the 6-second. You need to fuck around with the split screen. You need to fuck around with skits. You need to fuck around until you find a content style that resonates and hits for you.
okay. Fuck around and find out. Got it.
Yeah,
No
fuck around
kidding.
So like when you're like, even for me right now, Jackie, like because my account's restricted, it's like the stuff that I was doing before isn't hitting as much because I'm showing it to the same audience. And so I'm like constantly experimenting. Carousels, skits, there's like, static posts, like you've got to be experimenting with all of it. So if your content hasn't hit and you haven't found something that's like popped off yet, like for you, it's like do 50% of what you do every single week, Jackie, is stuff that you know signs clients and works. And then the other 50% of stuff, you're experimenting with the way that you're delivering the value.
Got it. Okay. I'm very black and white, so that gives me a very clear picture of what that means. Okay. Okay, perfect. So I will do that. My next question is on positioning. So last night, Janelle was saying, like, at the beginning of the call, they're not really seeing me like as an authority. I'm not, I don't, it's not in me to be as assertive as Janelle, like where I'm like, I just can't do it. Like, so I can be a little bit more assertive, but I'm just wondering how I can position better so they understand at the end of the call that like I want a decision. Like last night, I got like the husband objective, even though on the application, she's like, I can make a decision on my own. And then today I got like the money objection where she was like, she didn't give me any flags, but on my application, it doesn't have the amounts anymore. But then she gave me a flag on the call where she was like, yeah, I did this challenge and it was $100, which was kind of expensive. And I was like, I was almost just going to disqualify her then, but I was like, fuck it. We're here. I'll try to pitch her. But so I'm just wondering like positioning and then how to avoid the money objection on the call, like how to qualify better.
What's your closing rate?
It's about like 45 to 50. It's pretty good.
I think we're just solving a problem that doesn't need to be solved.
Okay. Okay.
Like if your closing rate was 10%, then we could dive into this. But I think at 45 to 50%, Jackie, like the only thing you should be focusing on is getting more calls in the calendar.
Okay.
This to me is it's a non-issue. If you couldn't close anything, then I'd say this is an issue. But it's like I don't think if we're talking about like what are the most important problems that are actually going to generate more revenue for the business, like if you get your closing rate an extra 5%, cool. But if you get 5 more calls in your calendar and you're closing at 45 to 50%, that's a much better situation to be in. So I think
right. And I'm not booking so many where like I need to qualify better. Like I'm averaging like 5 to 10-ish a week, which is really great. But I just don't like wasting my time. I'd rather talk to nobody than get on there and talk to people. You know what I mean?
I hear you. So like if you wanted to qualify, like if you wanted to be more direct, then the next time you hear that on a call, just call it out. Like I totally respect that. I just want to be transparent with you. Can I be honest with you? Yep. My program is 555 per month. And
Okay.
let her shit herself.
Well, actually, what I did is I said 1111. I used the higher one. I said we have programs to go all the way up to 1111. So I'm really not sure if we're going to be able to help you because we are not Planet Fitness. And so I feel like I am getting a little more direct because I did say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Yeah. The only problem you should be solving is getting your sales calls to $10 per week. That's the only thing that you should be solving right now.
And then we can qualify more.
Yeah. Everything else is an irrelevant problem, in my opinion. It's not worth it.
Okay. In my positioning right now, I say, here's how this call is going to go. We're going to go where you are, where you need to go. And at the end, if I think I can help and I think we're a good fit, we'll go over program options. Sound good? So that's my positioning.
Yeah, I would say like if you're closing like 35% plus is good. 40% plus is really good. 45% plus is great. 50% plus is really great. Anything over 50% is like you're fucking top tier. So you're doing great. Keep it up.
Okay. All right, cool.
Anything over 50%, I actually think you should increase your prices because too many people are saying yes.
Interesting. Okay. So that's a good problem to have. Okay. And then should I do like money objection content just so like these people have a better understanding? Because I'm just like, a lot of my people don't understand how much it costs. Like she's like, my gym membership's $30. I'm like, okay, that's great. The coach does not come with a membership. You know what I mean?
You could do money objection content, but you could also do content about things that women spend money on.
Okay.
So like hair, makeup, fucking Starbucks order, stuff like that. Things you spend money on that you think are helping but aren't making you healthier. 6-second video, and then you're showing all the stuff.
That's wonderful. Okay. And then last question, because somebody else asked it about next steps to get to MDM. So last month I had 14K. My reoccurring's at 10K. What should be like my focus and like how long do you think I should be at 15K reoccurring to get to? Because you said 15K reoccurring and then have 3 months of expenses. How long do you want the 15K reoccurring at? Or like 2 months?
2 months. Yep.
All right. I can see the picture. Because I like to have clear goals. So 2 months at 15K, have your expenses. Anything else like that you would really like just focus on booking the 10 calls?
Yeah, that would be the main problem that I would solve for you.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're very welcome. Good to see you.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Daniel, where'd you go? I just wanted to say hi to you, Daniel, my man. Of course, he disappeared when I wanted to say hi.
I'll never disappear on you, bro. How you doing?
Good. How are you? How's the business?
It's fucking good. You know, business is like, it's cool because I've been doing this for about 4 years and we're averaging like 20K a month right now, literally without trying. Like I am not doing anything, which is kind of like what I need to work on. And I just went on vacation, which was super fucking helpful for my mindset and really good. I'm also been working on like what I messaged you about, like my personal shit. And so I'm feeling better. But it is kind of fucking cool that like I literally, and I'm kind of ashamed to say this, but like haven't sent DMs at all for the past couple of months, and content has just been like inconsistent, but we're still hitting like 20K a month, which is pretty fucking gangster. And it just opens my mind to like, if I was actually trying, I can be hitting 50K a month, like no fucking problem right now. So it's kind of cool.
I love it. It was good to see you, bro. If you ever need anything, I'm right here.
Yeah, it's good to be back. And I make a commitment to myself, but just to let you know and hold myself accountable to show up to these calls more often and just put myself in the room a little bit more.
Good, bro. I love you.
Love you too, bro. Thank you.
Talk to you soon. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming to my call. I'm fucking back. Disappeared for a week and I had to go in my hobbit hole, but we're fucking back, baby. Hope you guys have the best day of your entire lives. Talk to you guys in the next Podchats. Peace. See ya. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.